Hello, friends, and welcome back to I've Been There. Today's episode is going to be a powerful one because we are going to dive straight into a topic that I know all of us struggle with, and that's shrinking ourselves. So let me ask you, how many times have you downplayed a compliment, brushed off your success, or made yourself smaller just to avoid making someone else uncomfortable? You know, we've been conditioned to be humble, not to brag, and to shrink ourselves to fit into the spaces that were never designed for us to thrive in. But here's the truth. You are not here to play small. You are here to step fully into your worth, own your power, and stop waiting for permission to be seen, heard, and valued. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's talk about why it's time to stop minimizing yourself and start owning your confidence unapologetically. So let's talk about why we shrink ourselves. It's because women have been taught for generations to stay small, be polite, and not take up too much space. We're told to be agreeable, not to be too opinionated, and to avoid looking full of ourselves. And so we shrink. We make ourselves smaller in conversations, smaller in relationships, and smaller in business. And why do we do this? Because we're afraid of being seen as too much. Because we don't want to intimidate others. Because we question whether we're really as great as we think we are. And here's the reality. Staying small does not serve anyone. Not you, not your family, not the people watching you, no one. And yet we put limits on ourselves every single day. And I'm here to tell you, enough is enough. So here's the cost of shrinking yourself. The problem comes in is that it does come at a cost because you miss out on opportunities. It teaches others to undervalue you because you downplay your strengths, and affects your confidence and your self-worth. The more you minimize yourself, the harder it is to see even your own greatness. But here's the good news I've got for you. You can unlearn this habit. I did. And start stepping into your power today, right now. You know, business in general has changed over the years. And I'm going to tell you why I believe social selling is our key to success. It is the key to being a successful woman. I'm telling you, 98% of women, this is their key to success. Because we live in a world where women no longer have to wait on someone to choose them. We don't have to wait on our boss to recognize our value. We don't have to wait for a promotion. We don't have to wait for permission to earn more, build more, or be more. Let me give you a little example. I am an extremely hard worker. Show up every day for work, rarely called in sick, did my job well. Always got good evals. The last raise, quote unquote, I got from a company that I worked for, I got the highest eval you could get, and I got the most raise you could get that year. It was 53 cents. I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. I was proud that I got the raise, and I was proud that I did well, that I got the top amount. But I can't help but look at that and think, 53 cents. Wow. For the best of the best was worth 53 cents. That's crazy. So, with all that said, this is where social selling has changed the game. And I started 4 years ago. Okay. I'm a baby. I'm brand new, but I am loving it because there's no ceiling. Do you know who evaluates me? Me. Do you know who wants for me to do a good job? Me. So here's how it's changed the game. You're your own boss. You control your financial future. If you don't want to work one day, okay, don't work. But you don't earn anything. But if you work and you work hard and you work smart, you earn a lot. Because there's absolutely no limit to what we can earn and what we can achieve in social selling. With any social selling. And yet I still see so many women playing small in this space. They're afraid to fully show up. They're afraid to claim their worth, to sell confidently, because they don't want to bother people. Do you think Starbucks worries about bothering people? Do you think that Target cares about bothering people when you see their commercials on TV? No. No. It's the same principle. And I will tell you why this bothers me is because we've been taught this. Men were not taught this. Women were taught this. Men were taught to go out and be a bull in a china cabinet. And, that's the right thing to do. But if a woman goes out and she's a bull in a china cabinet, you need to put her somewhere. She needs to sit down. She's too much. Right? That's what we're going to change. That's what I am going to change. That's what we are going to change. Because there is no limit. And I want you to know, if you feel passionate about whatever you're doing, if you feel compelled, if you feel pulled, if you feel this is your destiny, go all in, 110%. What do we tell our kids when they try out for sports? Do your best. Do 110%. Don't give up. Go, 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 go. Yet we sit back on that bench and don't do the same. And it cost. It cost us. It cost our family. It cost the next generations. I want my grandchildren to not only think about the memories of us cooking together and making homemade mashed potatoes or making homemade brownies or doing arts and crafts. I want them to talk about their grandmother as a badass woman who was good at business, who strived to be number one, who went for it, who was a leader. That's what I want them to remember. All that other stuff, that's fun and that's good. And they're going to have both memories. But when I tell my grandchildren and I tell my children to do their best, go for it. Don't let anyone intimidate you. You've got what it takes. You got to walk the walk, in my opinion. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk that walk, ladies. Okay? It comes with, and when you do this, it comes with confidence. It comes with community. It comes with self-worth. It comes with financial freedom. All of that goes hand in hand. So when you stop shrinking You stop putting limits on what is possible for your life. So, how do we stop shrinking and start owning our power? Let's talk about that. The first thing you can do is start accepting the compliments without deflecting them. Instead of saying, "Oh, it was nothing," say, "Thank you. You know what? I worked really hard on that, and I appreciate you seeing that." Speak confidently about your skills and your achievements. Own your strengths. Instead of saying, "I just help women with makeup," or "I just sell some clothes in my boutique online," or "I just," say, "I empower women to feel beautiful at any age." Stop apologizing for taking up space. You don't need to shrink. You don't need to soften yourself. You don't need to justify your existence. And you need to surround yourself with people who celebrate your growth. Because the right people will not be intimidated by your success. They'll be inspired by it. Because you are worthy exactly as you are. You don't need to earn that right to take up space. You already deserve it. So there's been many times over the years that I struggled with shrinking myself. In conversations, in my career, even in business. And I remember feeling like I needed to play small so I wouldn't make others uncomfortable. And I know some people are going to listen to that and go, "You?" Yeah, me. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty, I'm a go-getter, and I have a lot of confidence. But I still have that uncertainty inside. I still have those walls just like you do. I just have learned to jump over the walls, go through the walls, beat the wall down, go around the wall. Whatever it takes, the wall is not going to stop me. Because I started owning my worth and I started stepping into my confidence and everything changed. Basically, one day I decided, here's the deal. I'm just going to go for it. And if I fail, I fail. But I failed giving it 100%. And I can live with that. I started speaking up. I stopped apologizing. And I showed up with confidence in my business. When I first went live 4 years ago, that was the scariest moment of my life. And it was absolutely horrible. I have it saved and I look back on it every now and then to think, wow. And I look at it as not that I can't believe it. I did it because it was horrible. Look how far I've come. And if I had never done that first one, I would have never done the one yesterday, 4 years later. And I want to tell you, yesterday's live was one of the best ones I've ever done, in my opinion, just because it was fun. Just because it was just a lot of laughing and girl talk and whatever. That's what it has become. And that's why I'm so passionate about it. And I am so passionate when I talk to other women about doing what I do. So, the people who truly support me, they don't ever feel threatened by my growth, by my confidence. They celebrate it. And those are the people you want in your life. Those are the people that you want on the sidelines cheering you on, because you're going to cheer each other on. And you got to go through the valleys to get to the mountains. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, there's been some There's been some naysayers along the way. There's been some haters. There's been some not so nice people. And I'm going to tell you, I look at it like most people do. That's about them. That's not about me. They have something that's, not going right in their life. And I, they have to take it out on someone, I guess. I pray for them and I keep moving. It used to really bother me. It does not bother me one bit today. Not at all. And you will get to that point as well. As long as you keep taking action and you keep moving forward. Okay? So here's my challenge for you this week. I need you to step into your power. I need you to accept a compliment without brushing it off. I need you to speak confidently about whatever you do. And I need you to stop playing small in your business and in your personal life. And when you do these things, I want to hear about it. I want you to send me a message, or you can comment on my latest post and tell me one way you are choosing to step into your worth this week. And then tell me how you did it. Listen, you do not have to shrink yourself to be liked by people. You don't have to play small to be accepted, because you are worthy, you are capable, and you deserve to take up space. So if this episode spoke to you, do me a favor, subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, and tag a friend who needs this reminder today too. So as always, go out there, be wonderfully, fabulously, imperfectly you. I'll see you next time, my friends.